What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Man, I'm super excited. We are on the eve of our launch, week 1, getting ready to come up of season 3. And I'm telling y'all, man, season 3 is going to be off the chain because with all of the things that we have been working on, getting ready for season 3, and one of the things I wanted to do was make season 3 really stand out and make and bring in more realism. So for season 3, man, we've been working on so many different things to try and bring in the real college atmosphere for season 3. So this video, man, we got a lot that we got to talk about. I want to try to keep this video as short as I can, but my goal for this video is to just get you guys caught up with what is getting ready to happen for season 3, and we want all of our viewers to get involved. So there's a bunch of stuff that's getting ready to come down that you guys are going to be seeing in season 3 down the pike. So let me go ahead and jump right on into it. One of the first things that's coming down for season 3, and this is a big thing, we just finished playtesting and getting everything right in our rule book, and that is the new home field advantage rules in the FAT8 conference that's coming in for season 3. This is how home field advantage works. We are going to be tracking these teams from game to game over the course of the rest of the season, and I have taken the initiative to build home fields for everyone. So all of the teams will be having home games and away games. This is the way that it works. Each team has 6 games on their schedule. We have 10 teams in the Northern Division, and we have 10 teams in the Southern Division. Okay? Each team has 6 games. Now, we're not going to televise all 6 games. Some of those games we're going to have to play those games offline. But what we will do, because I can't shoot 120 games, guys, but what we will do is, because it takes so long, it takes about 4 hours to edit one game. So I can't do that times 120 games. That's just insane. But what we will do is, the games that we play offline, we're going to give you guys live news coverage that's going to show you the wins and loss brackets, and it is going to bring you highlights from each game, just like you see on College Game Day. So we're also going to be doing that. That's another thing that me and Pope will be doing. It's going to be called the FAT8 Red Zone. So that is coming. So you guys will be able to keep up with what's happening in the Northern Division and in the Southern Division. But this is how home field advantage works. Each team is going to have 3 home games and 3 away games. Each team will be allowed 1 out-of-conference game before they start conference play, just like in real football, right? So the way that it's going to work, we're going to be keeping track of teams' wins and losses on the road and at home. Home field advantage, the teams that are winning a lot at home, their home teams, it will be rated. You will be able to earn the top 5 toughest places to play in the FAT8 conference. Those teams that are winning at home will have an opportunity to earn the ranking of having the number 1 toughest place to play in the FAT8 conference. Now, I have built a brand new sound engine. You guys are going to get a chance to see. This new sound engine is absolutely incredible. And the way that it works, now you will hear crowd reactions in season 3. That's right. You're going to hear crowd reactions. The crowd is going to react to what's going on the field. And when you are losing at home, you will get more boos. You'll hear the boos coming out. You'll hear the guys, "Oh, coach, get him off the field." You will know that the crowd is not happy with what's happening. The other thing is the home crowd will get really quiet when the away team is beating the home team. So, in order to, now this also affects the athletes on the field as well. This is a new thing that we have where athletes will make more mistakes. And this is, with home field advantage, when a team gets rattled, that team stands a greater chance of getting encroachment penalties, offsides penalties, that kind of thing. Now, it's not going to be enough to break the game, of course, but the way that we have it written into the rules is balanced enough so that it doesn't necessarily swing the tide of the game, so it doesn't determine whether a team can win and lose, but it definitely will shift the momentum in the controlling team's hands. So that right there is going to be really big for season 3, home field advantage. We're going to see how that goes. And on the flip side, for teams that are winning at home, when you go to a team who has the number one rated toughest place to play in the Fat 8 Conference, the crowd is going to be loud. It's going to be electric. It's going to be very hard to hear down on the field. That is also going to affect the way that teams play. It's going to affect whether or not the players can hear the cadence of the quarterback at the line, which will also cause more penalties, offside penalties, encroachment penalties. So it's going to be a swing both ways. So this thing, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be really exciting. But that's without me going into too much detail. That, in a nutshell, is the way that home field advantage is going to work. Okay, on to our next topic. Right, the other thing that we have implemented for season 3, man, I'm telling you guys, it's so much coming on. Athletic trainers. Season 3, we have athletic trainers on each team. So when players get injured, athletic trainers are available to help those players get back on the field faster. So when a player has a minor injury, with the athletic trainer being there, we have rules in place where the athletic trainer can get the player back on the field. But now we have also expanded our injury system where players can be down for a quarter, they can be down for a half, they can be down for a game, several games, or unfortunately, they can go down for the season. You can lose that player for the whole season. So that's another thing that season 3, you're going to get to see injuries. We have injuries, we have penalties, we have home field advantage. Another big thing that we got coming as well for season 3 are the booster clubs. Now this feels into recruiting. Because this summer we had so much going on with the MFCA convention that we had to prepare for in July, we didn't really have a lot of time to focus on recruiting, and we have really run out of time with all of the projects that we had and trying to get all of these teams painted and organized and getting the new fields and the field covers and all of these things. It did not give us time to do recruiting. So what we've decided to do, don't worry guys, what we've decided to do for recruiting this time around is we're going to do it just like it's done in college football. We're going to do recruiting over the course of the season. So each team will be able to put their bid in for certain kids. We'll be bringing high school kids in along with our red zone segment where we're going to be doing the news reporting on the games that you didn't get a chance to see. We're also going to be doing the same thing for our blue chips. 1-star, 5-star, 4-star, 3-star recruits. We'll be doing that over the course of the season, which leads me to the big thing. Now, this is what I need you guys to do. I need you guys to do this on this video because I know a lot of you guys wanted to get involved with the Become a Fat 8 Athlete. So this is what we're going to do. Because we're going to be doing the recruiting over the course of the season, by the time we get to the playoffs, the recruiting will be completed. Right? We'll do it over the course of the season. It'll be completed. So for all of you guys out there that have been following us, thank you. We appreciate it. If you want to become a Fat 8 Athlete and you want us to include you as a high school recruit so that you can be recruited onto one of the Fat 8 teams, this is what I need you to do. We're going to do this over the course of season 3, not season 2, guys. Over the course of season 3. Here's what I need you to do. On this video here, leave a comment down below. Tell us what your name is or what you want your character's name to be, what position you want him to play. Okay? And then from there, we'll start the recruiting pool and we'll start it from there and we'll start getting it done over the course of the season. All right? So that's what I need from you guys. I need the name of your character, who you want him to be, and what position you want them to play. And then I want you to, and the other thing, I want you to pick your top 3 schools from the FedEx Conference that you would like for your player to choose as his top pick as we move into the recruiting season. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna stop it now because I'm going too long. I didn't intend for the video to be this long, but we're just excited. Season 3, man, we got the booster clubs coming. The booster clubs have a lot to deal with the way that the teams do their recruiting. Some teams can have a dirty kind of dirty booster club that is willing to do anything to get the top recruits, and then some teams will be kind of middle of the road, and some teams will be, where they stick it there by the book. All right, so everything is all done. We're ready. September 1, season 3. We're getting ready to shoot the game. The first big game you guys are gonna see. It is at South Carolina State's home of the Bulldogs. My father, the big dog, Robert Ellerby, is going to be taking on the South Carolina State Bulldogs. Are going to be taking on Navy. You see Navy right here. Navy's debut in season 3. They're going to be taking on the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will be at home. Opportunity for them to notch a win under their belt at home so that they can start building up the home field advantage. How will Navy do? Especially with the new offense that Navy is running. Navy is going to be running the flex bone, so this is going to be real interesting to see how this offense plays. And that's one other thing I want to mention here before I go. So everyone understands, all the teams in the FedEx Conference have their own offense. Everything from the wishbone to the power eye to the spread to the flex bone. Everything, pro formation. Every team has its own offense that they run. All the teams have a designated offense that each team runs. So when we play with these teams, and guys, keep in mind, there's 6 of us, okay? When we come together and we play, it's not my team against Big Lock's team or Pope's team against my father's team, right? We play with all the teams. We play with all 20 teams, and we use that team's offense. We don't just create our own offense off the top of our head for the teams that we play. Each team have their own playbook, and we go from there. So as to stay true to the team in the conference, that's the way that we do it. Every team is going to be coming with its own unique offense and its own unique defense. No team in the FedEx season 3, no teams will run the same offense. So it's coming, man. It's on and popping. So get ready, man. Navy traveling to South Carolina State to take on the South Carolina State Bulldogs. Right around the corner coming at you. Get ready for that game, man. Peace.